Hello viewers, my name is Spencer Strott, or most of you may know me by the name of LifeStealer58. Two things I want to mention. Number one, I'm still sick with the flu and my throat feels like it's on fire. And the second thing is the reason why I'm recording this whenever I'm sick is because I cannot find the final episode of building Spleef. I looked on my computer and it was nowhere to be seen, but I really wanted to post a video and I didn't want to just end Spleef and start the next project or just randomly without showing an ending. So I decided, and I was planning to do this as well, like make like a tour, because this is what this video is basically about. But I was going to, add it to the episode, not just have this. So my apologies for getting rid of, I probably accidentally deleted it, getting rid of the episode. Hopefully this will make up for it. And honestly, the episode was just finishing touches, so it wasn't like a huge project. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, how could I have missed that thing? So it was just finishing touches, so I don't think it was like the worst episode to be deleted, but I'm extremely sad because it would have been cool to have all full build, but oh well, what you gonna do? Stuff happens. But as you can see, I'm just showing the outside of Spleef, and it is nighttime. I don't show the outside of Spleef daytime, but I'm pretty sure if you've watched the videos, you would understand. But here we are in the I guess I'll say main lobby, and if you look, I know this door on the left will have glass blocks, and I really want to replace them with, sorry, they have glass panes, and I want to make them into glass blocks, because it looks kind of natural. I struggle getting through the door a few times. Anyways, here's the first layer. Now, I wanted to put lava for the first layer. This layer isn't meant for playing. It's just basically if you land, that you're done playing. Or I'll play a minigame where someone's on the first layer, and then they'll try and chop up the snow above them and try and knock people down. But this, I wanted to use lava. However, I wanted to keep it very, decorative, and I didn't want its stuff burning, because even though I use the duplication glitch in this world, if I lose supplies, it would be a lot harder to get by in case autosaves. But if you autosave in creative, it's really easy to rebuild because you have unlimited resources and can fly around. Plus, you can just grab like 1,000 shovels, so it's definitely a lot easier. I organized the torches as well on the same layer as the actual playing layer right above us currently, the snow. And like I said, this isn't live gameplay. I'm recording this over what I recorded earlier. I mean the commentary. So as you can see, I just showed the walls, kind of showing what it looked like all around. And I love the way it turned out. I love the diamond and snow combo because it just kind of it makes both of them pop, which is very interesting to me. And if you look on the ceiling, I showed this a little bit. But if you look on the ceiling, you can notice the torches lighting it up, and it's actually really interesting how the torches make a building look on the inside if it's dark. And also another thing about the lobby is I want to add beds. Even though Spleef isn't really a dying type of game, I can imagine being on a Freedom Day if I start them back up, which I sure hope so because I really miss them. If I start them back up, I can picture someone exploring Spleef and people like, let's go to sleep, and they can't because there's no beds. So I will be eventually adding a room with beds separately, but I'm not going to record that because I feel like that's kind of useless and people won't have an interest. But here we are, very first actual layer of Spleef, and the only layer currently. You'll see in a second that the marks that I may add some more. And the torches were actually not planned to do this, but hang on, actually. See the iron blocks on the right? These will be the layers of snow that will be added if I choose to add them. However, I want to use my time wisely, and I want to make sure that I save my time for more important things, such as a new project or something. Because an extra layer of Spleef is just additional fun, but it's not like something huge. I just show myself, because the torches were not planned for this, as I was continuing to say. The torches were actually made just to light up the place. However, I organized it perfectly in 8 lines, and if you just follow the torches, it makes a perfect place for spawning and playing. So you just line yourself up with the torches, and then that's where you spawn. So you could spawn here, you could spawn here, and start playing. And I also added an iron door just in case of an emergency, or in case the game's over, someone doesn't need to jump all the way down, he can just walk out. Or if you wanted to just explore the arena, that's why I left the iron door. The iron door is pretty much next to impossible to accidentally leave because you need to reach up, and the chances of you reaching up in Spleef is extremely unlikely. So yeah, I just showed what it's like in the middle. I was actually kind of worried that the arena was going to be kind of small, but I think it's a pretty good size considering all in all. I highly doubt I'll have 8 people on a server also, but I feel like with 8 people you can make it work. But considering this is in survival, I'm actually really satisfied with how it looks size-wise. And here we go on the very tippity top, and as you can see, I was just checking my third person. And here we are. Here's the top of the Spleef arena. Yes, and I was just trying to line myself up so I could get a nice aerial view. And there you go. See the torches, how they perfectly line up with the spawns and corners. So it just worked out that way. I think there's yeah, there's 8 there. Right smack dab in the middle right there. I just was adjusting the camera. I'll just do like I did a circling view. I'm acting like I'm recording this live. I apologize. But yeah, here it is. It looks pretty darn big. Like, building it didn't feel that big. But now, looking at it from the first layer and being on top, it looks like, wow, I can't believe we did this in survival mode. Again, we did duplicate the diamonds, obviously. And the reason why I duplicate is because I want to make more fun video games. I fell off here. I was shaking my head. No, it probably didn't look like that. But you'll see me climb up. Anyways, I used the duplication glitch to make a more unique series. Because I thought to myself, how can I make a PlayStation series that doesn't really have mods or anything special to it, more unique and something different that people have never seen? And I said, why don't I use the duplication glitch and build giant minigames? So here it is. Not all the minigames I'm going to be building. I will give you a hint. Next thing I'm building is a game, but it's not ginormous. It's actually like, I want to say it's probably a 3-episode long series of building. It's a very small game. However, it was played a lot in CMA1, and obviously it's also in CMA1. You've probably already figured out because I just mentioned it. So yeah. And I also wanted to just show what the arena looked like on the outside, because you got a very nice view of what's on the outside. And I love the location that we decided to build this in, because I purposely chose it because I wanted it to have a nice view, and it was also a very flat area. I was actually kind of iffy about building it here because I felt like there was a little too much, but I'm actually really, really glad that I did that. If I made it bigger, then I would have probably picked somewhere else or built it in the middle of the ocean. But yeah, I love having the jungle biome right there as well, because there's not too many jungle biomes in this world. There is one right behind the main house, and it's actually huge. This one's a very small one, but still, it's just nice decoration. I love the location of this Spleef arena, and I want to make sure that location is good. I actually paused here, and you'll see me continuing in a second. But I really want to make sure that the location of the buildings are really good, because in CMA1 I just looked for flat surfaces, big projects, bam. And while it was easier, I didn't really like that. Like, you would just see a random Arrow Wars minigame in literally the middle of a desert, and it just didn't look cool, and I was like, oh, this isn't a very nice area. So I want to make sure that I utilize the world that's given to me. Or given to us, I should say, since this is our world. It's called Community Minecraft Adventure, not Spencer's Minecraft Adventure, so my apologies. I purposely fell down here so you can get another view of what the place looked like. Anyways, I'm actually going to skip ahead because I don't really have much to say. And you'll see it get darker in any second now. Wait for it. There we go. I just like doing the time lapse and seeing the transition. Obviously, it's a little choppy because there's not much movement. It's weird because if you record movement, you can easily see a time-lapse type thing. But if you record like really fast and there's not much movement, like there's nothing moving on the screen except the sun, it looks a bit choppy. However, here is the aerial view of the Spleef arena. And I decided to fall down so you could also get a view. I want to point out these torches. I love how they like light up the sides of the walls. They're like little, those, I don't know what they're called, but I love whenever people would do something with their house or like a building where they have spotlights like shine up and light up like that. I'm going to rewind that again because I want to explain more detail. And I wasn't planning to do this with the torches. I always build at daytime because it's easier, but I just love how it lights up like these little walls and just, I don't know, I think it looks nice. It's just, obviously wasn't planned, but looks, I don't know, I really was liking the lighting in this, I guess. Maybe it's because of the snow combo. I think the snow really brings out the light as well. Anyways, viewers, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to stop talking probably for the rest of the day because I'm pretty sure my throat is like on fire. Obviously, that's an exaggeration. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the building of Spleef. I think it's definitely, I don't know, I can't decide if I'll enjoy Michael Myers more or Spleef more. Like, that's a really hard question. I think Spleef looks cooler, personally. I don't know. That's a really hard question because I keep trying to change my mind. You'll see me go back in here for a minute just to show what it looks like at nighttime. Very similar, obviously, because it's already a pretty dark room. But there's the lighting again on the ceiling. I love the lighting. I can't figure it out why. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the Spleef series. I look forward to the next game. I don't know whenever I'll post that. I'm probably going to post it next week. Thank you for watching for the millionth time, and I will see you later. I would love to be able to use a high-pitched voice, but I'm pretty sure that might as well just, I think I would die doing that.